Yo, Yamamo, Aquaba strong so ever POG Media, so masters as a fee, and as POG Media as well. Obe subscribe, like a media and share, Nema for Florence, so and San Cabigana, Ebe Ghana, Ebe fan into my friend, Mr. One POG Media, Mundi Etas within the Biashe, ye videos no FMA. Make I was Odowajan channel, Ebesha under the comments a shinim, na o de aye de o de ama yanko, yen seminimua ye bo edia ra a ye Oppong and Akroma a asway and away, and a one of a political analyst to be at the Ababetuja, a chums a hair, Oppong and Akroma, or need any moral rights be as a. Oba criticize a year John Dramani Mahama na emomuno a year immoralities be a NPP a buying a baye and into a magu or move into or sabi on can and on your day and to na or moncha so na NDC and the imbu or minor Senegana for any ajise nyanko near concote and some ray at the tuja.
I think that we catch us leadership and the governance in this animal get it cheaper and cheaper on daily basis, and we've gotten to a point there are some people or more behavior on the political stage, and until people don't take politics leadership serious anymore. Because very often the very people you expect much from them, no one omokasa what one Obamabu. And this gentleman, Oppong over his life has been on radio, on TV, Kasa, as we are seeing and as a phone now on the team, but Onya Kenya and Akuffo, that privilege was handed over to him. This is a gentleman who could not even manage government information, basic thing information. He could not even manage it because within the media or get it so dirty and milkier in the history of this country. The Akuffo government, and this guy was in charge of managing government information. So on one Kasa portfolio, he was a failure. You know, he was a change obedient as a foreign buyer. So clearly, give you the signals of what the kind of person he is. At some point in time, who now was a YouTube channel now or a podcast as a minister of state. In the dying days of the year going into the election, that was what he was doing. So, and America walk sometimes it's very easy, very cheap, just to make those sweeping comments in a statement. But the reality, dawn on you. And he had that opportunity. Yes, Oyagana knew to teach Mahama and NDC how to govern. And as for the question is, before you set yourself to teach somebody, the question is, when you had, it's not as if you've not had opportunity to be in power. What I say, if Odikeka say, and I say any of the opposition parties now winning an opportunity to taste power before I say, Mahama how to govern, I'll pay attention and listen to what they have. But these are guys, these jokers recently were booted out of power because of historic incompetence and recklessness when it comes to governance, leadership. And the Akuffo regime, we all saw what happened in this country. And the era now abaye a tainted way. I leave an indelible ink on the conscience of Ghanaians. Abaye a nightmare. Ghana for don't even want to remember what happened in the last 8 years. And your friends saying within the information space, journalists in this country, how many were hounded? How many were attacked? Journalists were chased out of this country. At the time. Journalists were assaulted. Some were kept in prison in as a form back and forth because they were doing their job, criticizing government and bringing the critical issues to bear. This guy was a minister of state. What's in the voice?
Yeah, Debbie.
So, Anamakacha said, answer now you set out to speak, you know. You need to make sure that you have credibility. But you are somebody people will take serious. You matana on my way, so and in the last 80 years, you know, if there is any government I able to make useless in this country, in the history of this country, it's the Akuffo government, and he was part of it. The blueprint is there. And we can just go through, if nothing at all, look at the economy of this country. The way and manner. Even the city, they could not manage it. City. We got to a point where prices of everything was over the bar. And I know can be a Ghana for dear before now, the history of this country, a billion cedar. And that government wasn't just about mismanaging competence and as for Krono and Kasa. family and friends, state capture, and as a forum, Payana use state entities, yes, some special purpose vehicle just to ensure that money will go into the pockets of the cronies and friends of government. Kwajo Oppong.N at the time, where was he? You understand? These are shameless bunch of individuals who always take the stage because politics has become cheap, because credibility doesn't matter in our politics anymore. You can just say anything and get away, because these are guys and can almost said them because of what they have done to the people of this country. Because Ghanaians had hope, high confidence in the Akuffo government bringing all these people on board, and as a foreign, because it was somebody, several other people who have been within the space coming on board. No, people felt so. Akuffo air prog from intellectual kind of way, just to bring some intellectualism to bear. But not the day it turned out to be idea young who be there in the history of this country. Recklessness upon recklessness, incompetence upon incompetence, mismanagement, your friends are corruption. Just a and out of that, they are two about just to your friends play your cards well, just to win the goodwill on the side of the people. Now, I'm for taking you serious. You are out there talking nonsense, because if there is anybody to be taught how to govern, I think that they should sit back and learn what is going on. Because John Mahama, yes, a very young coy, but clearly you could see few signs here. The dollar is stable. Petrol now for the 17 city, despite taxes and as a for about muye de and Rameko. Your first filling station we check away 11.59 something.
Maybe I'm at 10.99.
Exactly. So
10.99.
People were buying your first petrol at 17, and as for I'm told that cement price about for my from 114 and then minimum ton say 92 say 82 thereabout. These are the kind of relief a Ghana for a, and this is governance. I am not saying say it's the best, but for where we are. And if we do any comparative analysis, there is no way with the last 6 months way what has transpired, or be compared to what happened in the last 8 years. Yeah. So I think that these guys should just shut up. Usually they don't know how to keep quiet. You understand? And I think that most of them are turning out to be attention-seeking freak. Power now so very often as all can be but when they were in power they were all quiet. You understand? Sure. Because there was a time when people needed Oppong.N with his media joy whatever experience, just to rise against the tide and their course within the space. Government information bars was sinking, and this is a journalist. At the end of the day, they couldn't save it. You couldn't even save your outfit, to the sense that Akuffo government got drowned in the kind of way, and someone lost the information war because it got to a point that people were not even ready to go on TV and go on radio to defend the party, because there was absolutely nothing to defend. It was utter nonsense that was being bandied around all over. So I think that these guys should just shut up.
Yo, yeah, but Eddie, your family, but Master, on subscribe, subscribe to Media, no, share them out for friends when San Kabi, send away the news be a platforms, and so I also. Wahunu the airco and the air, but airco and some no my tossum you know, mestre for a gentre, a shan that a commence a sheen, my yena, my family knew the yara hosem, a yara hosem be a sea or a yaka swa, a brain so toy, a utia or hubedu, pay ye, the biaram busam was a Ghana, da bay. And a Ghana, ye bay in your may na, sa a year neom in so toa na sabi a fo bi ne and home cron a benina a tour a bed a betrayanko, not young concours tea de a sea or a year caswa a year 100 per year, may say, or hobe jurupa yanko, young concuti.
Na Osiona Chino Kaswa Iron City. Bra engine and 6.2 come as a Facebook never had here. Abwaji say na mempere se na wotwe na so nya sha asiesi stories ye de be nyina anye stories no so enye menka na say enye cooked enye fabricated stories ensem asie osuo na to awie no hwe ade na nipa ne twe ne sa no enye fi o nipa da sani ena nsuo na fa no enye Iron City nko a takura de nso edipa bia yira ba Iron City de elipa de da gatesano ayesisa wo munsuo no toye no eteye no obani da ko ugina Iron City right obani
mini ameti o
ye show video no ye wo se nkrofo nsa gugu omubo memma pa ne man nyina my slow and approach for the bisu gusu a etwe nipa amu efiri nhye mu e dey poti na ese hefa poti na se mi sie ti o
yo me da say minia ubepie mu wo kasoa awutu senya east man sinu wo mpimfin man temu na asemo a kasi wo ho no enya ni kasam ya wo hosem papa me no kasai na no memene da osubrantam etoy wo mpatam ha ensuo no hyase da yese anyumenonum na etoya kopema homache no 11 hours na ensuo na chinsem a epiepie na chenkuro yi ensem asisi emu onyono papa na oba kaswa Iron City famu a eho enamfoni a yehwe wo ye TV so yi ewo ne koba ye nyina ne se abrantie ba ko na wapon adwuma da yese nonkron mu ho anajo abra na nso na ta donhwere nan owo bridge bia ye cross o Iron City ho and the other side then na ho na brantie ne tinto obo no ho modern se kensuo no yesa no be fam na nko otumi akonifie na fofian tuata fofie antuata kanta se wajare na bam nsuo no twen no koi enti ekoba asa no omanfo hu nso womantumi anto nsuo no manni na chi na enu achi womusa omachi kobo amane nsuo afa simasie o adomfo da dom ye hwehwe enso womantumi anhu no efriwa bedru ndra oma hwehwe abrantie ya wonsuo ne kwan no mu hu no enna no pai ena adomfo bi ko hu se ensuo na twene ko be 2 meters 2 miles away from babiade ne siya no ede ne ko ya ko pembo babi na ede ne choko ye enno ne nia akafo ehwe wo TV so se fear yene nadmofo ne aprosifo ekopie mo one timamofo no na chesa brantie no aya nyame dia ne mene da na nso ne fa no na nemom na mu die anopai ni itimi hu ya rohosam
na obeka se asode a oye ye ni ntia ana mpo se na nka yatigata bi mu a nka nipa no benya ne nkwa na
no custom ne say ye drainage system a won patam ha nyina dia ye beka ne say just 35% pen ye drainage system ya ka nyina penifon timi ye enti aban no so wasudie bebre say wo mutumi ye na tumi aboa matimamufu etim patam wanya kwa won sane nkwa e dia transfer pia tax e dia ma aban na nkata hono ya ye bridge nso bridge na bu na nso na brantie ne nim se o kwa adwuma no pa na bridge ne wo ho ne mom enso ni to no akoba ho nyina efiri there say they are 10 meters away to bridge ne na so na yiri di da ukotodwe ansa na ubedu ba bridge ne wo na nkasa enti wu mfa wani hu sa ade no eni ho bi mabu eno no nso ni to no ampe ba bi anyina se nso ne be tian
na no wo pentema kodi ne yire aduane ben a waye
no ne asem no o mie na ni atwa preko na ne hu nyina afọ nti e wo so du fie preko na nka o duale sesa ne ho enne se o to mu no one sign na tidie mu enne ye twina mu e de afiri e ya gata no mu e ya rehosem
me wawo de wokọ na ya na de ya me ya MPP me ya storage bi ti na me bleed inside ene wo mo a ye to abama wo mo so mo nwene ma yen but o mo nwene ma yen sa bridge ya ye hu ya bridge wo sen ke dade bridge na nka wo ensa empo anya hwe kwa na nka ensa na wo be som no kura no ebe mo hu se ade na wo ha na se wo ha
me da say
je na so odene de wo wukọ na de na so odene wuo no so aye obi a wo so odwene ma yen a wa nwene ma yen
ampa
bra bridge ya mani tue yi aye bridge wo se ye no enua na we esenua
dabi
gata we ye gata utimi se say a municipal say district na yo say aban na yo
municipal
what the sika yankasa video me hwe ye video e gata papa wa say nsuo fam ko enti na say ko mu pejam kosoro kakra Rade
na sesi akra na nua bridge no ya pa ho
Nemre
say ye ne dade kese ne ya pejam se ne be nsuo tokra enyiri mfa dade no
so ya pa nua abrenyo na nipa kro na ofiri mu no what fresh hu no wo ye father ana wo ye hwan no ofiri hin na wo kɔ hene
no kwasam ne say bido na 18% wo no ba bia ye kofa na mu no tete wo mu nim no ene amedi kan de tu dwa no tete almost 2 miles away from bia de ni si ye no nti atena protocol so yo mo mu so metumi anya busiani bi so mo so eguso because when we are never be what twene ko ya be se ne wo ho ansana e de ne kwa akoto ho
opani da ko me da se wate
na nsume da so
ensemi wa ye nwesi airtime ho entete nkrofo akoma ya be ye mfie mienu asam yensani bantuma MP me bo abaso ba bia wo bia me de mehu ameka na mu obi say na me dodge traffic coffee fa kokoso ho ba bi na say yes indeed now we road minister in fact bantama no enye high street one a motor ho ne saade na bantama no nko a wo ohwim nyina aka ho uwurawuro ohwim fikyire ne mpatamu a asenso boachi ya adwuma na obi wa wankɔ ne mpɛso aso na aka na sɛm na yɛ torofo di adwuma asenso boachi ye e ma bantamafo no ɛna na Addo ye se wo ya ma Ashanti regional nkanya ne se na mu walo ya ye se efrɛ mu micro minority no ora ba asenso nyame nka ho pa wotena ho kye yanka akwa no be ya kye se enka ai kwansuani so mo no bo ahie nyina am se ka ba extend kura akɔ enya nkra ha ya na afisa abre ya last year celebrate ya osuo to ye be 10 years nie e ma nsuo ni petro kan fry ya e hyi ni pam eti ya jo se de be 10 season bia how abeto ye bia no en repeat ana se enkoso ye nsua hwi mfiri ha mu da mami nkota kura de nkɔhwe ade e ho be na fimpe na fina kwa ba
Alif mejodo
yo kafra minim so ora ho nanso wo be ne dey de ebesi bia eye na dwumadie ne yede besi ha e de ama message so be subscribe like dwumadie ne share them out for friends and can be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be yede ne news bi ato platform no so a won so wo hunu de air call and de air ba eja ensam ne yede besi abati enje mu there are small stories on my the bed, the bremuti, Jabre, the Shue Jumedio, and from my macram.